guys, welcome back to Believe in Eagles, presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Leigh Mayock, and joining us, as always, is my dad, Mike Mayock, and it is Thanksgiving week. We have a lot going on. My dad has 2 games this week. Are you feeling busy and overwhelmed?
That's probably a good way to put it. You know me very well.
Yeah, which you have. So you have, okay, today is what? Today's Wednesday of Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving, you have the Ravens game, right?
Cincinnati and Joe Burrow's coming back at the Ravens.
Uh-huh.
And then Friday is Chicago at Philly.
Okay, that's fun. How do you prepare for 2 games in a row? Are you like tunnel vision the first game and then you can switch over to the next, or do you do like a little of both? Do you mix and mingle?
I should be better at it because for 3 or 4 years I had 2 games
Thursday
a week.
night. You had Thursday night football and then Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But that was a little different because at least Notre Dame, that was like always consistent. Like it was always Notre Dame and somebody. So that's like a little different.
No, I agree. And it was also a Thursday, Saturday. So there was an extra day in between. But the way I've always done it is, and last week, I got to start last week with my charts. You know how I am with my charts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my charts, are a lot of people get charts done for them and pay a fee for it. I've always believed the best way for me to learn is do my own charts, but they take so long. And so I started doing them like 2 weeks ago because I had to, do charts for 2 games to get all the rosters and the depth charts and the coaches and all that stuff in. And then it freed me up just to do my film work this week.
Okay, but so you charted, but don't a million things change? Like between 2 weeks ago and now, like Joe Burrow wasn't starting.
Yeah, I know, but I just put him in the depth chart because I know he will or won't play. And as players get hurt, I X them out and put in whoever I need to. But if I can get, and I didn't do any of the statistics because obviously they weren't going to be final until the Sunday and Monday games were done, right? So I couldn't do the statistics, but I could get all the coaches, their bios, their backgrounds, I get everything done, 80 to 90% of it. And now I just fill in all what I see on tape.
Okay. So do you feel ready for the Bengals Ravens game?
I feel a little overwhelmed still. And basically after we get done, I'm going to take about an hour or 2 off because I've been pushing pretty hard and come back tonight and just try to simplify it. Kind of like when you and I did the draft and I thought I had way too much information and I needed to just kind of chill out and figure out the most important things. And that's what I'm going to do a little later.
You don't really know how to chill out, but okay, wait, I need your help with this though, because you've been studying. FanDuel has the Bengals Ravens spread at Ravens -7. Do you think that the Ravens are going to win by at least 7? Now with Joe Burrow back.
That's your call. What
do you think?
I'm just going to give you some overviews, and you, like usual, you're going to take it and run with it.
Okay, wait. Can I just say something before you go?
Yes.
The last week we were together, that I did that crazy ticket. I'm calling this now my FanDuel picks. I'm calling it #MoneyMayock. That last crazy FanDuel ticket I did was. It was like a plus 781 ticket. It was something crazy. I think it was it the Detroit game that I did? I forget what it was. It was like a Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown, something crazy. It hit. I was right. Okay.
Wow.
I know. Anywho, that being said, give me your little research and then I'll tell you what I'm going to bet.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Baltimore has struggled to score points recently. Lamar Jackson is listed with a toe injury this week. He's recently had knee and ankle. Watching him on tape, he's not as explosive as he usually is, and that affects the entire offense. So their tape was a little bit more difficult to watch because it wasn't as when Lamar is healthy, man, it's a different look. So they're struggling to score points on offense. I think their defense is playing better and better, which is the flip side of that. Cincinnati, their defense has been the league worst in almost every category. But I thought their defensive tape the last 2 weeks was the best of the year for them. So I think defense, it's not like they're great, but I thought it was way better than what they had been doing. Excuse me. And offensively, that hasn't been their problem. Flacco's put some points up, but Burrow will get them an emotional boost, number one. And I think he's going to come out slinging and be he's I don't think there's going to be any rust.
Okay, then that was my gut feeling. I think 7 points is too much. So if the Ravens do win, I don't think it's going to be by 7 or more points. So
well, I like our formula because when you win, you win.
Yes.
And when you lose, it was information provided by me.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Hashtag Money Mayock FanDuel ticket. And I have, don't worry, we'll get into it later, guys, but I do have another ticket for the Eagles game, obviously, because that's our specialty. But so let's get into the Eagles game, special Black Friday edition. We haven't talked about the Dallas game, and I really don't want to. It was devastating. Let's just talk about what do we need to avoid doing that we did in the Dallas game in the upcoming Bears game?
I mean, in the second half.
Yeah. It was a tale of two halves. Yeah.
Yeah. And both teams took turns being awful.
Yeah.
And Dallas handed it to the Eagles in the first half. And the Eagles were good enough to hand it back to Dallas in the second half. Mm-hmm. And basically, they turned the ball over twice, which they don't do. You know, one was a fumble by Saquon, and one was a really dumb punt return. So they fumbled it twice, and they had 14 penalties in the game, 9 of which were in the second half. So basically, they did everything they could to allow them back in the game and then lose the game.
And is that just sloppy? How did that happen?
Well, if you really look at the first half, even though it was 21-0 until late and then Dallas scored, the numbers at halftime were almost identical. Both of them were plus or minus 200 total yards, similar first downs. They both moved the ball a lot. It was just Dallas played the undisciplined turnover team, and in the second half, Philly did. So what I would tell you beyond that, what was worrisome to me is, number one, on offense, I thought the Eagles' offensive line continued to struggle. I thought they were the best O-line in the league a year ago. And now they're beat up. Lane Johnson's out. Guys are playing hurt. It doesn't look anything like it. Quinnen Williams from Dallas dominated the interior of the line. They couldn't block Dallas's front. They couldn't run the ball. It was really bad. Yeah. A lot of pressure on the quarterback. And when you do that, when you can't run the football, when you have trouble moving it, bad things happen. And all those penalties were awful on top of the turnover. So, Leigh, it was just, when you ask me if you can prevent it, sure, you can prevent turnovers. I think they had 5 or 6 pre-snap penalties on offense.
That's what I'm asking, though. Are penalties always the result of bad preparation, sloppiness, or what is it? Where's that coming from? Is what I'm saying.
They're the penalties you can prevent and penalties that you can't.
And was this a combination, or what was it?
Well, everything is, but 14 penalties.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to be defensive pass interference.
Yeah.
Where it's an action. You're beat, you're scrambling, you're trying to rip the ball out.
And and when you're covering people like CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, things happen. Yeah. Yeah,
or you're an offensive lineman and you get caught holding. Mm-hmm. Those are penalties that you kind of accept. It's part of the physicality of the game and trying to win your individual competition. Mm-hmm. The ones that you can't live with are the ones that are pre-snap, motion, illegal formations, offsides. The Eagles had 6 or 7 of them, and a couple of them negated big plays.
Right.
I mean, there's some, even on defense, they had a dropped interception by Zach Baun. He made a great play, got in the lane and dropped the interception. The very next play, they hit Cooper DeJean for a 42-yard pass and then score a touchdown. So if Zach makes the catch, there is no 42-yard pass and touchdown. So all these little things that add up to wins and losses in the league, a bunch of which are preventable.
That reminds me, though, there's this big discussion going on online that you probably haven't seen. Who's your wide receiver one, George Pickens or CeeDee Lamb?
I don't think it matters.
It's the discussion. It's a debate. Which one is yours?
Well, this is where I frustrate you.
Can you just pick one and tell me why?
Yeah, I mean, Pickens is really gifted, but he's in a contract year. I'm scared to death they're going to pay him a lot of money, and then he's just going to kind of chill a little. Not chill, but just be different. CeeDee Lamb, uncharacteristically, he's had some drops this year, especially against the Eagles. He had 3 or 4 in the first game and 2 or 3 the other games. So, I think they're both uber talented, and I could care less whether you call them 1 and 2 or 2 and 1.
Okay, that's nice. Well, I'm going to choose. I choose Pickens slightly over CeeDee Lamb as 1. Do you see how cute my nails look? By the way, they're my fall nails. It's like a chocolate golden glaze. Do you like them? They kind of shine in the light a little bit.
Yeah, I do. It's very nice.
Thank you. Okay, wait. Speaking of wide receivers 1 and 2, there's some breaking news, unfortunately, from Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport about Devonta Smith. Did you see that?
No.
So Devonta Smith did not practice again today. He has a shoulder issue, chest issue, and an illness. Does that worry you? Remember, today is Wednesday. The game is Friday.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to wait and see what their status report is on today's. I know he didn't practice.
Yeah.
But I think what happened to him in the game was he got beat up. He made some great catches, landed awkwardly, and he's 170 pounds. I think he's really beat up right now. Don't know what the illness is. Hopefully he'd be fine from that. So if the illness is not major, I would expect you might see him on Friday.
That sucks, having an illness right before Thanksgiving. You don't really get to eat the food.
Yes, I think that does, Leigh. And thank God you mentioned the nails, because I was about to get there.
Oh, good. So like the Eagles injury report is kind of long right now. Does that worry you? Like, who's worrying you on that injury report?
I think the thing that worries me the most is just where the defensive backs are.
Okay. Like Reed being out of the game.
I think it looks like Blankenship's going to play.
Okay. Yeah. He was limited participation today.
Fangio said he expected him back.
Okay.
So that's good. Apparently Adoree Jackson is back.
You said, do you remember that kid? Apparently you said it like that little kid.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently he is going to play, which I think is the biggest thing, because last week when he went down, they kicked Cooper DeJean outside.
Yeah.
And brought Michael Carter in to play nickel. I thought Michael Carter played pretty well at nickel. Cooper
DeJean, people had some things to say about him.
Cooper DeJean's a really good football player. And when I did his tape coming out of Iowa, he was an outside corner at Iowa. So I evaluated him as an outside corner. And my summation was basically, I think he can start in the NFL and be solid as an outside corner.
Yeah.
But as an inside player, nickel or free safety, I think he's an all-pro. So, and that's the way the Eagles have used him, inside.
Yep.
So it's hard when you take a guy that is probably the top 2 or 3 nickel in the game, and now you move him outside, and he's just going to be good. He's going to be solid. But his skill set lines up better inside.
Yeah.
So, and Michael Carter, who they traded for, he's better inside also.
I know, all of a sudden number 35 was in there, and I was like, wait, who's number 35? It's Michael Carter.
He competed. So there's a bunch of those questions on the back end. Makuba is out.
Yep.
He's got a fracture. So that means Sidney Brown's in, and that worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
Sidney Brown makes me nervous just on the back end he's very aggressive, or sometimes too aggressive. So those injuries worry me. And I think the O-line is really beat up and they're just playing their hearts out.
Okay. So obviously, I can't believe I'm saying this, but like the Bears are kind of looking good.
Same record.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. What are the keys to the game against the Bears on Friday?
Here's what I would tell you.
Tell me.
What?
Tell me.
Okay. I'm gonna look at my chart here and just offensively.
Oh wait. Oh, you know what's interesting too? CJ Gardner-Johnson's on the Bears.
I know. So's TJ Edwards. They got a couple Kevin Byard.
Mm-hmm.
He has 5 interceptions.
Oh.
I'm afraid offensively, the Eagles kind of are what they are right now. It's kind of painful.
Yeah.
If they can't run the ball against the Bears this week,
Mm-hmm.
you can't run it against anybody. Chicago is one of the worst rush defenses in the league.
Okay. So maybe we'll get our run game back against them, and then the momentum will be good again, and we'll be off to the races.
Well, if you're going to get it going, this is the week.
This is the week. Okay. I like that. I like it.
And Chicago's top 4 linebackers, 5 actually, 3 of them, the 3 starters missed last week, and both backups got injured during the game.
Ooh.
And
they still won?
What's that?
And they still won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get well on offense, this is the week.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing they do well on defense is they turn the ball over. They're best in the league at generating turnovers.
Okay.
But outside of that, they're really average on defense. So that's Philly on the offensive side. On the defensive side, here's what Chicago does. They take care of the ball. They don't turn it over. They've got really good run-pass balance, and they're good at explosives in the pass game. 20-plus yard plays down the field.
Chunk plays?
Chunks. That a girl. You're learning. Chunks. So, Vic is a top-down guy, meaning he doesn't want chunks, and he's very good with that. The Eagles' defensive front should dominate their offensive line, in my opinion.
Okay.
And they got a second-year quarterback who's really, really – oh, there go the dogs.
Could use some company.
There go the doggies. And they got a second-year quarterback that's really, really talented. He makes mistakes because he's a second-year guy.
Caleb Williams.
If they let him roll, he causes problems. So, but he will throw the ball up and make some mistakes. So it'll be interesting to see if that defensive front of the Eagles can dominate, as I think they should, against Chicago's O-line.
Okay, well, back to a little FanDuel Money Mayock ticket, the Black Friday special.
Go ahead, Money.
It's very similar to the Ravens game. The Eagles, the spread is the Eagles are supposed to win by at least 7. I don't think the Eagles are going to win by over at least 7. Do you?
I'm out. These are your Money Mayock, not me.
I know, but I need money line 100%. I think the Eagles are going to win by over 7. I feel like that's a lot.
I feel like I'm Mike Mayock and you're Money Mayock. So
here's the thing. I'm taking the bear. I'm taking the bear spread. I'm not taking the
You're taking the Bears to cover.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears to cover. Which sounds rude because I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm taking the Eagles to win. I'm taking the Bears to cover.
Okay.
In my Money Mayock FanDuel ticket.
Well, Money, I wish you the best. Hope you have a good week with that, right?
Wait, but doesn't that make sense? The Bears have been winning a lot. They have good momentum. Our Eagles offense has been stagnant. They're going to win, but I just don't think they're going to win by at least 7.
Okay.
You don't think that?
Money, I don't know. That's your call, not mine.
What are the other What are the other Thanksgiving games? Lions play, right? Wait,
Lions,
Dad,
Packers.
is this a crazy thing? Frank Ragnow is coming out of retirement for the Detroit Lions.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
How old is that man?
Oh, it's not that he's that old. He's just kind of beat up.
Yeah, he's coming out of retirement.
He's probably only like, I'm going to guess 31 or 2.
Yeah. He's in shape and ready to roll sooner rather than later. Does that mean like tomorrow?
Did they sign him?
Yeah.
When?
Ian Rappaport 1 minute ago just said the Lions' offensive line just got a lot better. As one of the game's greats will return, center Frank Ragnow is returning. Sounds like he's in great shape and ready to roll sooner rather than later.
Okay. So it sounds like he won't play. Obviously, if they just signed him, he's not playing tomorrow. But
why not?
What? Excuse me?
Why not? Can he?
Because he hadn't been in the building. He doesn't even know what the game plan is.
Do centers really need to know?
Centers run the show up front.
But he's been there before.
I know, but he'll be fine. It's the perfect time to sign him.
Okay.
They go from Thursday to whatever the following.
Oh, Sunday. Okay. Oh, they play the Packers. That's normal.
Yeah, correct.
And then the Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving. They play the Chiefs.
Yes, and people think that might become the most watched game in the history of regular season NFL football.
Why? Because everyone wants the Chiefs to lose?
Because Dallas is always the biggest draw on Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah, it's like their thing.
Yeah, and because Kansas City is who they are, they expect it to be a big deal.
Go Cowboys.
One of my favorite games is when we beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Amazing. That brought me so much happiness. Okay, wait. So since this is like a Thanksgiving podcast, what are you grateful for this year?
I'm grateful that my daughter, Money Mayock, has a job.
Okay, that's really nice.
Okay. I mean that nicely. You asked me what I'm grateful for.
Okay, well,
I'm grateful that I have a great relationship with Money Mayock and that we do a podcast together and that things are going good in your life now. That's what I'm grateful for.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
I was hoping it'd be like a little more you-centric. Like, it doesn't need to be about me.
When you're a parent, it's kind of
you made it sound like I'm usually problematic, and you're thankful that I'm like a little less problematic right now.
No. I didn't mean that.
That's very much how it came off, to be honest with you.
Mean that. Just happy for you.
Wait, so Thanksgiving, since you're doing a game on Thanksgiving, are they gonna they usually give a good spread at the games, don't they?
I mean, it's probably not.
You're gonna be in Baltimore though, right?
Yeah.
So they're probably gonna do like crab cakes. No, they'll do nice stuff. I'm
not worried about it.
Some of our family members texted me, like the ones that are doing like holding Thanksgiving, like Aunt Dan and Uncle Dan and Aunt Kristen.
Right.
And they said like, "Happy Thanksgiving! Like we're gonna miss you for the dance party, so we're missing out on the post-dinner dance party."
So you're gonna Zoom you in or anything?
No, I told them I'd FaceTime them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But our time, like I'm obviously 3 hours behind, so our vibes are gonna probably be a lot different.
Yeah, probably.
But it'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
but okay, that was fun.
Well, I miss you, honey. I hope you and Aunt Joanne have a great Thanksgiving. That's very cool. And
thanks, vacation in LA. Very fun. Yeah. I hope that the Baltimore Ravens feed you well, and then everyone can enjoy listening to you on Westwood One during the Eagles Bears game. That'll be cool.
Fun doing the game.
And hopefully the Eagles win, but they don't cover.
Thank you, Money.
Did I say that correctly? Yeah, I think I did.
You did.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Dad.
Right.
Go Birds. This was Believe in Eagles presented by FanDuel. Thanks, Daddy. Bye.
Bye, honey.